Good morning. I'm here at my Raynor Naturopathic gardens in the Sunshine Coast, or just north of Gympie, a place called the Palms. We're going to be holding courses here soon. It's beautiful. Just the sun's just come up. It's going to be a hot day though. But I wanted to talk to you today about the philosophical background of Raynor massage. It helps people to understand why we do what we do if we understand the nature of what we're trying to do. So I'll explain that further. Obviously, we're healthcare practitioners and we're trying to help people. So we need to understand who or what is a human being. Specifically in regards to, we use terms like chi and life energy quite a lot. And my training in particular has been in Chinese herbal medicine, it's been in naturopathy, it's been in Ayurvedic medicine, which is the traditional medicine of India, and it's been in shiatsu, which is the traditional Japanese style of massage. All those systems of medicine, oops, just walked through a spider web there. All those systems of medicine are based upon the idea of life force. Okay, that a human being is not just their physical body. And that's a very, very important aspect of Raynor massage, of what we're trying to do. Because many styles of massage are just trained about muscles and about bones and the anatomy and physiology that we can see of the human body. But in Eastern philosophy, a very important aspect of it is that we aren't this physical body, that we are life force. Okay, in Ayurveda it's called the Atma. Chinese medicine we can talk about chi or life force, and that's what we're actually manipulating. Actually, with similarly to acupuncture, in Raynor massage we're actually moving the life force of the person. So a simple idea here is to prove that is we can go through our body and go, which part of the body am I? We can see that I'm not my arms, I'm not my legs, because many people lose their arms or legs in car accidents or other tragedies, and they're still there. They're still the same person. So we can also look at, we're not our heart, because people can have heart transplants and be the same person. We're not our digestive system. Many people lose parts of their digestive system through cancer. We're not even our brain, because every molecule in our brain is changed every 10 years or so. We can also look at it from the point of view that I existed as a child, as a baby, as a 1-year-old baby. I look at my daughter, she's 1.5 now. And I think when I was 1.5, my body was very tiny. Now it's quite big. Although now it's not as big as it was before. I was 144 kilos, now I'm 116 or so, 115, 116. So if I'm my body, am I 3/4 of the person I used to be? Or am I somewhere in the brain? So this idea then that we are the body, it doesn't stand up very well to analysis. Because every 7 years, every cell in our body is completely different. So the body I have now is so different than the body I had when I was 10 years old. I used to even have hair. And soon I'll be leaving the body. I'm not going to live here forever. Body gets old. Eventually it's uninhabitable. And we leave. Or tragedy strikes at any time, we don't know, and we leave earlier than we expected. So any parts of our body are basically replaceable. So that can show that if we are our body, which part are we? And if we're not, then who are we? And also then the question is, what is the difference between a living body and a dead body? I always make a joke saying that, we don't work on dead bodies because they don't pay us. But the reality is we don't work on dead bodies because there's no Atma, there's no life force there. What's the point? Not only that, interestingly enough, the body goes incredibly stiff, rigor mortis, after the departure of the soul or the departure of the Atma. And there's no point in massaging a dead body. You're not going to loosen it up. So that's an interesting thing as well. So Raynor massage then is basically designed similarly to shiatsu and Chinese massage. It's designed to make it that the life force is moving through the body in a harmonious manner, in a manner free of obstruction. Okay, that obstruction does manifest physically as muscular tension or joint tension, but the actual underlying goal of what we're trying to do is get it so that the life force of the person flows through their body in a harmonious way as best we can while they're alive. And this will make their whole experience of life much better. It also looks at understanding that we're not the body can help with a lot of different issues too, like racism or speciesism, sexism, all these kinds of things. If we understand that this body is just, it's not me, it's just a temporary thing like clothing that I'm wearing for a certain number of years, which we're not really sure of because we don't have a rental agreement on how long we're here. But it's not me. Therefore, we can understand that if somebody else is in a black body, green body, yellow body, red body, that's just the body they're wearing. A bit of melatonin in the skin. It's not them. It's not the soul. It's not the Atma. And when I say soul, I'm not talking about the soul like people say, oh, I have a soul. That doesn't make sense from my point of view. I prefer we are a soul, or we are a spirit soul, and we have a body. Okay? Not that I have a soul. I am a soul, and I have a body. Temporarily. Always temporarily. So, too many people get caught up in the whole idea that this body is... even health, preserving the body forever is the goal of life. Well, that's not going to work. So, you're here for a certain time and make the best of it. And when I say make the best of it, I mean encourage, develop loving relationships with other living creatures, exercise compassion, and help other people. And that's what I try and do. So I help with Raynor massage by opening up these blockages that people have, okay, and making it that the body's not working properly, but also that the subtle body, which is in between who we are and the physical body, also is open and flowing. The subtle body includes our emotions and things like that. So that's why a lot of people have emotional releases and things when we're doing Raynor massage, because these get caught up in between the life force and the physical body, and they get stuck. So they're like more like a gas, like subtle energy. Like a lot of subtle energies are, imagine like there's air all around me right here, but we can't see it. We can only feel it when there's wind or other things like that move it. So similarly, these blockages, I compare them to gases, or sometimes more subtle than that even. But they're not always us, okay? So, and what we're doing really with Raynor massage, I call it like cleaning a diamond of mud. We have the diamond is the soul, or the person, the real person, and the mud is tension and emotional stresses and that sort of thing that's causing them to not inhabit this body in a harmonious manner and be away from who they really are. So that's what we're really trying to do with Raynor massage. And that will help you to understand it a lot better if you understand that philosophical basis. Understanding how we're not the body and we are life force will also help you to understand the importance of why I promote a vegetarian or vegan diet. Because compassion to others is very important, and it's not just about those people inhabiting human bodies. There are many people out there inhabiting different animal bodies, different plant bodies, and they too can suffer, and we should exercise compassion to them. So therefore, going through life in a more compassionate way is an important principle. It will help to open your heart, to be more loving, to elevate your consciousness, which I think is very important. And in Eastern philosophy, elevating your consciousness in this life is very important for where you're going to go when you leave, okay? The whole concept of karma, as you sow, so shall you reap. That's one good thing about helping other people is you're initiating good karma. and you're trying to avoid bad karma so that your future lives will be better and you're not going to suffer. Certainly if you know, the whole idea is if you hurt something else, in a way, I'm not talking about hurting as in Raynor massage, where we're causing what we call good pain, which is unblocking a blockage, but hurting as in factory farming and killing things unnecessarily or hurting things unnecessarily, then you're going to suffer that too. That's the whole Eastern concept of karma. And you may get that body, you know, in your next life. That's the whole idea of reincarnation. Incarnation means in the body. Carne is the Latin term for flesh. So incarnation, we're in the flesh. So reincarnation means when you leave, you go back into another body. That could be an animal body. That could be a fly, could be a cockroach, could be a spider. So, you know, we exercise compassion. Not to say we don't do self-defense. I do believe in self-defense. If something attacks me, then I have the right to defend myself. I do kill mosquitoes. I would kill somebody who invaded my house and tried to harm my family. That's self-defense. That's different. But going around killing, you know, a lot of people going, there's a story today and people killing koalas down in Victoria, or people killing cows. And, you know, there's all sorts of people killing, you know. And that's just lowering of the consciousness, basically. So I encourage people to adopt a compassionate diet, compassionate lifestyle as much as possible. Here on our property, we're trying to, you know, grow a lot more trees and obviously encourage all forms of life here. You can see there's a magpie over there. There's all sorts of birds here in the background. And we're planting lots of fruit trees and flowering trees and native trees and everything to create a whole habitat so that different creatures can live here. Yeah, so that's a very important basis of Raynor massage, and also what we teach in our other courses, like our whole food nutrition courses and things like that. It's about compassion. It's about love, because real love means touching the soul of another and caring for that soul, not the body. It's not lust. It's not attachment. You know, a lot of people think love is all about attachment. Oh, I fell in love with this person, and that's not the same thing as real love. Real love is caring. So I've got somebody arriving now, so I'll finish that off.